As they say, I'm so ahead that I can do whatever I want. You might say that if I went Conqueror or any other rune that we might have stomped harder. I agree with what you are saying, but what if we were in the other team's shoes? We are losing by a large amount of gold and there is a slim to none chance of winning. No matter how far behind you are, as long you have teleport and a lane pushed, you can end the game with one tactical teleport and turn the impossible into well-played GG.
Now I will teach them to fear me. I will become what I must be. Why? Because I can.
Hello everyone and welcome in a new video. This might be a small change, but we are still going out with the same mentality. Stay tuned to understand what the new strategy is about. Currently, League of Legends is overloaded with crow control, and beside our strategy one play only bruisers in particular and melee champions in general. My strategy revolves around having teleport while jungling so that I can create the best moment to end the game. Volibear was the best champion to test the proof of concept. Now, we are optimizing our approach. It is time to pull out Udyr, the champion with schizophrenia, as our best second champion in the rooster for our strategy. Our technique plan is always the same. We prioritize our top side after doing 3 camps. Udyr is a power farmer, similar to Shyvana and Mastery. This has been a universal truth. My selection of champions must fulfill 2 conditions. They must perform good on average without the need to use runes. This is a first. Second, they must have the possibility to secure ganks. Our ultimate goal is to always create a window where we can teleport and end the game when we are losing. I repeat, when we are losing. Otherwise, the faster you end a game, the faster you will climb out of your shit ELO. We have in the enemy team a fellow thinker. Xiao mid is one of my favorite picks. But you are playing against myself. I feel sorry for what I am about to do to you. One of the perks of playing Udyr, your clear is very fast. The funny part is that this champion draws his power from 4 Freljord spirits. Meaning we are still playing Volibear, but just his old ultimate form. The recent changes in the jungler made it a bit difficult to soak levels. Hence, my damage output is not as usual. On top of that, I don't have a rune, so I am in my raw form. I need to calculate my damage accurately and have a clear image on what I do, and I can't do. The best option right now is to simply wait, as Udyr you have a weird ultimate. Your best ability is your passive, and it is very versatile. One wrong step with a champion that have no mobility can be the decisive action between a win and a loss. I would call this a great success. I secured the objective, and I am sure some tilt have been induced to both Kane and Renee KTON. For some reason, this set isn't a good one. I never seen a set lose in my previous games until now. Luckily, our bot side is ahead, so this means our strategy will surely benefit us as long as we don't die. There is an old saying, when you get ganked, the jungler is always most likely to be the squishy one. My goal is to create a monster and not babysit a noob, hence I am leaving the herald and hoping for the best. Beside teleport, Unsealed Spellbook has this wide range of spells. You can use Ghost, Heal, Ignite and Exhaust. Using the right spell at the right time is what differentiates a good jungler from a great one. I might say that Cleanse and Clarity are my least favorites, but who knows, you might see wonders when I find the proper usage of these spells. So far, the game is going really well in our favor. But remember, we are in Emerald ELO, meaning we can simply lose if someone disconnects, or Ezreal gets the T1 syndrome. We just killed the Drake, and this guy is overextending. Well, let's say hello and ask him how the weather is, since killing him will take ages. After watching this part, I think that playing a tank is scarier than taking Ahri in the mid lane. You can't kill him, and you will invest more resources simply to fail. Now, we are collecting the interest of our efforts. This guy simply gave up. He is just an upgraded version of a cannon minion. Whenever you see him, simply go and get your reward. I am a bit ahead, but I am not tanky. I might seem that I can take a punch or two. In this moment, we are the one that need to play it safe. The enemy team composition is not your regular trash champions. One ace, and we might see the final boss Xiao and Kane. Never mind, the enemy team are in a zombie state. To be honest, I hate to play with players that get demotivated with the score. I know for a fact that they have a fair chance in a comeback. For example, our Diana is playing solo, and if they get to kill her once or twice, she will start making bad plays into their favor. I can say that for sure, because the Shaun pick tilted her, and she was spam pinging me to help her. This is apparent because we can't push mid, and we are past the 15 minutes mark. At max level, your Anivia form does a 30% slow to enemies. This is further increased by an additional 5% in the Awakening form. This means you don't have to commit in your fights, always keep the enemy on their toes by faking the engage. My main goal at this moment is to deplete their resources. Once the enemy have used all their summoner spells and ultimate, I am in a favorable situation since I always have a spell ready and ultimate charged. This game, I think I managed to solo all the drakes. This is an odd feeling for me, since I only do the first one and by the 25 minutes mark the game is either over or we have already lost. It is good to feel winning sometimes. This is a good example of how to use a teleport to negate the enemy comeback. I simply let them bath in my ultimate form. At first, I felt that I wasted my teleport, but after a second thought, the enemy team got demotivated, since they can't push after that play. This moment is where the line is drawn. The last stand of the enemy team, either they get the Nasher and have a second chance at winning or get obliterated and we close the game out of it. First, Shaun used his ultimate to hit the stars. The enemy team front lane have is made out of 3 engagers. I exactly know what they plan to do since I play Volibear. Our composition on the other hand has one anti-engage champion plus a homeless dude that just keeps running around, and Nautilus that is a sticky tank champion. As long as our carries are free to do damage, we will come out victorious. As you can see, we are winning only because we are grouped. If I had a different plan and I kept split pushing, we might have lost this game even with our lead. It is very important to know when to group and when to split. As they say, I'm so ahead that I can do whatever I want. You might say that if I went Conqueror or any other rune that we might have stomped harder. I agree with what you are saying, but what if we were in the other team's shoes? We are losing by a large amount of gold and there is a slim to none chance of winning. No matter how far behind you are, as long as you have teleport and a lane pushed, you can end the game with one tactical teleport and turn the impossible into well-played GG. My strategy turns a hard stomp into a normal win and create from a lost game into a redemption chance. Sadly, I died. Maybe my mistake because I didn't have enough cooldowns. Statistically speaking, the Soul Drake will win you a game with a 90% win rate. But this is a bad way of planning. You shouldn't reach this stage of the game at all. That is why I always use Drakes as baits to either backdoor or get some kills. Last play of the game. I really enjoyed switching from Volibear to Udyr. This champion looks simple and weak, but it is a real monster in human's clothing. One thing that I don't like is the build path. Starting Demonic Embraces gives you damage with no ability haste, and this goes against the champion kit. I will experiment now to find the optimal build since I am sure that this champion fits our strategy, and that is to use teleport in close losing games. This is for today's video. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment. This was the Dead Hero and thank you for watching. Peace.